we gotta get some of these men out of here.
All right. First of all, the first one we canceling right now.
Got to get some of y'all niggas out of here.
Out of here.
Who we starting with?
None of you are pleasant.
Damn, you're not pleasant, my G.
None of you are a straight line of good person. Sorry. Sorry.
Who we starting with, Leon G?
I want to start small.
Yeah,
Not small because I just feel
let's
like
start
smaller. Let's get Trey Songz significantly the fuck out of here, please. This man is atrocious.
Predator.
And I said it the first episode. This is a circle back. Get this man out of here. I don't want Trey Songz making music. I don't want Trey Songz outside. I want Trey Songz to stay indoors and never come out again. Put an anklet on him. Put him on house arrest. That man is a fucking predator.
Yeah, he's bugging out. And you gotta stop letting white women call you nigga. But more
That's
importantly than that, if what Shorty was saying is true,
Yeah.
and not just her saying this, Trey Songz.
First of all, the fact that it came out in this clip started doing
Yeah,
had nothing
we gotta
to
talk
do.
about this clip first before
Wait,
we go
okay.
on to Trey Songz.
So it was a viral clip on Twitter of this girl talking about how she gave head to 7 NBA players, and like back to back.
That takes some stamina, I would think.
Like she was in the middle of having sex with somebody that worked for the team, and then the 7 basketball players came in the room and she sucked them off in a circle, swallowed everything, and then like everybody was just going crazy about that. Which the conversation that I wanted to have about that clip was just like, the clip came out, like I saw the clip and I was just like, damn, what the hell? Who even has like the capacity to do some shit like
or
that?
the time.
To me, it was just like,
Sounds like it takes time.
oh my god, like just seems like I would be gagging, like throwing up, like after a while, you know, because it just doesn't sound like a fun thing.
Yeah.
But that's me personally. She seemed like she was having a blast.
Yeah,
But,
she seemed to have loved
like
it.
really enjoy it.
more
So
power to
then,
her.
so that became viral. But then, first of all, I want to talk about the negative connotations that were under that video, because a lot of men were under that video. We're canceling the men under this video as well. Women, especially now, have been owning their sexuality, I feel like, more openly. Like, you have a lot of women that have their OnlyFans. You actually have a lot of men that have OnlyFans too, but they don't get as much scrutiny as women do. So you have a lot of women making bank on OnlyFans, like thousands of dollars a day. Like, I honestly wouldn't be a stripper no more if I could just get my ass on OnlyFans and make just the same amount of money from my home and not even have to do anything. But I feel like with all this coming out, all this like sex worker success that is happening for women, I think a lot of men are like, it's angering them. Like, they're angry as hell. They were under that video talking about, oh my God, I hope God never gives me a daughter. Like, all this other stuff. Like, what a whore. Like, I don't even know why these men be fucking with these bitches if they're just going to be talking about all the things that they do with them. Like, fuck the hoes that keep their mouths closed or whatever. So y'all really do, like, y'all want to fuck these women, but just don't want anybody to know about it. And it's not even anybody, it's your fellow men that you don't want to know about it, because they're the ones shaming you for fucking these women. Like, you're a clown, you're silly, because you're still thirsting over them, you would still fuck, and you're just making this big deal about it because you don't want other men to shame you, when in fact, those same men that are calling you dirty for fucking with these women are also down to fuck these women and probably will fuck those women. So I just think it's just something that I feel like y'all have to look at internally and really look at yourself and figure out what kind of man you want to be, because you look real fucking goofy right now.
Be like me, not a goof.
other thing, like the other thing about like them saying like, oh God, don't give me a daughter. Your daughter isn't automatically gonna be out here sucking dick. Raise your daughter how you want to raise your daughter. If you want to raise somebody wholesome or whatever, blah, 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 that's on you. But you should also raise your daughter to be an independent woman who owns her own body and knows what the fuck she wants to do with it.
Exactly.
If she wants to monetize it, that's on her. It's her fucking body.
Facts.
I think people need to stop looking at sex in such a negative way.
Stop being scared of sex, y'all.
Such a way, like, y'all be making it seem like sex is dirty. Men love having sex. Men
do.
Are constantly trying to fuck someone.
Yep.
So why would y'all feel dirty after y'all pursued something, had sex with the person, and then now you're tight, like people know about it, like you wanted to do it, and she wanted to fuck you back. I think that's the problem that y'all have. It's just like when women want to fuck you back, it's like, oh shit, why does she want to fuck me back? Y'all don't want women to enjoy sex.
Okay. I feel like we're missing a big part of like the hate that was under that video too.
Go ahead and say it.
I feel like a lot of niggas, like for instance, let's use Trey Songz for instance, right? So this like Shorty fuck Trey Songz.
Mm-hmm.
Niggas would hate on Trey Songz or hate on Shorty because she ain't let them fuck. So like a lot of times it's that type of hate too. We're like, oh, you a whore, you this, and she's only a whore until you get the pussy. And then now, you feel me?
Yeah.
She's always a hoe until you fuck.
Yeah.
Because she's not letting you fuck. But you continue. That was just my.
But I feel like also like the Trey Songz thing, they were like, oh, Trey Songz should know better than to fuck these bitches out here that are gonna say their name. First of all, unless you're making them sign an NDA or anything like that, which I know he can't be out here just writing down and putting out, because he does not have the fucking money for it. He's dusty.
I don't know about his money.
Anyways, if you're having sex, consensual sex, and there's two people in it, she can say who the fuck she fucked, because she fucked them. He wasn't paying her. She pulled up to fuck. They fucked. She's allowed to say who she fucked.
Yeah.
It's his problem. And the fact that like she said, I don't want to fuck with Trey Songz, it's just like really speaks to his character. Because my sis seems like she loves some good sex. Like, but you can like that's also one of the arguments where it was like, yes, she could love sex, she could want to do this, she could want to do that, but she does not have to have sex with you. Like, I feel like that's also like something that has to be different. She does not fuck with Trey Songz. She says she would never fuck Trey Songz again, and she felt uncomfortable in his presence. The fact that Keke Palmer literally said a similar story about him, locking her in a room, taking her phone away and her bag away so she couldn't escape. That's very fucking rapey. That's very predatorial, and I hope this man goes the fuck to jail when the mountains of women that I'm sure had the same experience come out and say something.
That was the thing that has stood out to me, how like, because she said something about like him peeing on her, and that was like all I was seeing on Twitter. But that's not what I gathered from this video. Like, the fact that this thing, she was like how he held her bag over the balcony. He was like, oh, I'm gonna throw this shit off, you try to leave. Like, he's going crazy. And I think this is like a testament to like, niggas, before they get money, like you don't know how people work prior to getting money. So like, if you was a lame nigga then and you probably didn't have women like that and shit like that, when you get money, you have that access, you kind of get lost in it.
Yeah.
And I feel like he gotta get a grip, because it don't matter how many women are throwing themselves at you and shit, but like, that doesn't mean everybody wants to be with you. That doesn't mean because you was aggressive with this shorty, everybody else wants you to be aggressive with them. Like, it's just weird. And I feel like, especially in this situation, he clearly is a habitual
rapist,
fucking creep or weird nigga.
Rapist.
So like,
rapist.
Come on, fam, what are you doing? You stupid goof.
I'm sure there's way serious allegations coming out for him, so let's stay tuned for that.
Speaking of allegations,
let's talk about the leprechaun from Canada.
Come on.
I hate him. First of all,
what a guy.
Let me just start with saying, I've never liked Trey Songz. Trey Songz always gave me that weird fucking vibe because he just came off wrong to me. Always. Never liked Trey Songz. I think the one Trey Songz... You can
tell from the hairline.
I only ever liked the one Trey Songz I liked was...
So one Trey Songz.
I don't want to leave, but I gotta go right now. When he had the braids and stuff.
You talking about Trey Songz or you talking about Tory Lanez?
Trey Songz.
So you said, let me talk about this leprechaun, and you went back to Trey Songz?
Yeah, I just wanted to say that I thought he was a creep. The only two songs I ever liked about Trey Songz were this one.
Thanks for that tidbit.
Tory Lanez, I liked his first tape, and I've never listened to him since then. I don't like him. I feel like he seems very entitled. There are, again, multiple women that come out talking about how aggressive he is and how he has like an anger management problem. Dream Doll has the Fire diss track on him.
Fire?
Fire.
It's not Fire.
I wouldn't say it's the most lyrical shit ever, but she definitely came at that nigga.
Mm-hmm.
Don't front. And he shot like our national treasure. You should have never done that to Megan Thee Stallion. I never want to see you in these parts again. I hope you get deported, sir. He better get did. That's a felony. You shot at someone.
I mean, this whole situation was like super weird, and I don't think we've ever like experienced some shit like this before, where like two prominent artists have a situation like this. But there's nothing more we can actually say other than like the fact that a nigga would think that would be like the solution to whatever the fuck was going on. And I think that's the thing that everybody gotta understand. It doesn't matter what the fuck was going on prior to that. The fact that not even to shoot somebody, to even raise your gun to a woman, like there's no excuse for it. I think that nigga's a bitch, and so is Trey Songz, and I feel like Tory gotta get the fuck out of here. And I'm happy. Let me not say. Hold on. Before I say I'm happy that she went on Instagram Live, it kind of got me tight that she felt like she had to go on Instagram Live about all the shit that she's been going through, but she chose to do that, and whatever happened. I'm happy she went on Instagram Live to actually say what actually happened, because there wasn't actually an investigation going on prior to this because of whatever she told the police. So now that this is happening, I feel like what I saw on Twitter, I don't know if this is true, I saw that the LAPD is actually pushing certain things forward. And get this nigga out of here, man. You a bitch. Jail. You're a bitch, Tory Lanez. It's honestly, because you're so small in stature.
All of you men should go to jail.
All of us
under the tweets and stuff, talking about just trying to justify like Trace. I mean,
nigga,
my bad. What's his face?
He was a victim.
Tory Lanez.
She's lying.
Yeah, like, people calling her a liar, all this other stuff.
That shit
like,
is weak.
Megan has had the last couple of years have been hella traumatic for her. For her to lose her father, her mother, then to get shot. Megan didn't deserve that. Megan is a friendly, bubbly girl.
And I'm gonna keep it a bean. Nobody deserves that.
Yeah, definitely nobody deserves that. But Megan is such like a bubbly like ball of sunshine in the industry. Like everybody's cool with Megan. The girls, the men. Like she was so cool with Tory before this all happened.
Yeah.
She was making him likable to me. I almost liked him as a person. And here he goes. Like the men that were out here justifying that shit, the male rappers out there that are not even like saying anything about it or trying to like back her up, y'all are fucking gross. And y'all don't love women. Y'all don't love black women because you guys aren't trying to like come out of your way to protect them. Especially like somebody you've done music with, somebody you collaborated with, somebody that like has hopped on your fucking tracks with you. You don't want to open your mouth to denounce this man that like did that shit to her.
That's a fucking idiot.
The fact that she like after she got shot didn't even want to cooperate with the cops because she was trying to protect him because of all the terrible things that were happening in the media to black men at the time. My sis was trying to protect him, and he still like is trying to put dirt on her name and disgusting. I never want to see or hear a track with Tory Lanez in it. I want him gone.
That is one thing though, for sure. I feel like it's just in black women's DNA, and I think a lot of men take advantage of it. Like,
to protect black men?
Yeah, like just to be that protector. And like, I feel like once I didn't hear her or him say anything after the fact, I figured she was trying not to say what actually happened and whatever the fuck was going on. But you're right. Like, if you're gonna throw dirt on her name, like, what is she protecting you for?
Like, it wasn't just once that she felt like she had to go out there and defend herself. She did that shit 3 times.
Yeah, that shit was weak. And she did it when obviously she wasn't prepared to. Like, she went on Instagram Live and broke down trying to, like, tell people that she's okay. Like, and even that, like, black women always got to put on the front and act like they're okay. Like, this shit is just a lot. And I feel like a lot of people just want to get their fucking joke off on Twitter and shit like that. But if this happened in your real life to somebody you knew, this shit wouldn't be funny.
This shit would not be funny.
And it's not funny. And it's fucked up. And any nigga that think it's okay to raise a gun and shoot a woman, because like, unless if your life is threatened, then that's probably the only time I can see somebody having to defend themselves. I'm pretty sure this nigga's life wasn't threatened.
He was, first of all, the people in the car was Megan, Megan's friends, Tory Lanez and his security guard.
Why was the security guard driving?
Where was he being threatened?
That didn't make sense to me from the story. What are you securing if you're driving? The security guard was driving and Meg was in the front with him. Why are you driving, security guard? That didn't make any sense. Does that make sense to you?
Okay, I mean it's irrelevant, but he's in that.
I mean it's relevant because this, you know, you're here to secure things, prevent things. What are you doing driving?
Well, he's clearly there to protect Tory. He's not there to protect Megan.
True.
And if this man just from the back seat took out his gun without anybody telling him to take out his gun.
That's the thing, though. The story is a lot. Like even like legally wise, like the security has a licensed gun. I'm sure that's the gun that was used to shoot at Megan.
And I just like.
It's just a lot.
This is why we don't give chances to short men. I'm a short woman myself, but short men are canceled indefinitely until one of them does something that gets them out of that rut. Because
Tory Lanez a
if
bitch,
y'all are gonna have an Napoleon
I hope they
complex,
get him the fuck out of here.
that shit is silly.
And that's all I gotta say on the matter.
He gone. That's it. That's it. That's it for him.
The nigga you were having such a great year, Tory. An amazing year.
That's the thing that doesn't like correlate to me. Like maybe personally I've never been that angry that it just like makes me think that absolutely nothing else in my life matter and this moment is what I have to do to please my ego or to comfort my ego type of shit.
Mm-hmm.
Because I couldn't even imagine in my life being at the success rate that he was going.
Mm-hmm.
Quarantine radio, his music like is actually very popular.
Yeah.
Like think about your life. Think about the things that like people like about you and the things that you hold dear to yourself, and then think about it all like now escaping you because you wanted to be a fucking dumbass and a big man when you're fucking.
All it really is just ego.
Yeah.
I don't think it might not even be a thing about him being upset. Like I think a lot of times, even because he's so successful, he just feels like he's entitled. You said it from the beginning. He feels entitled to things, and I can see his insecure ass being like, "What?" and thinking that was the best decision to make because why are you leaving the car? Mm-hmm. You're a bitch. And that's from Brandon and Leangie on the Let's Talk About This Calmly podcast.
And you will get deported.